Hey guys, it's Omer from MMOs.com with a quick first impression gameplay video for Marvel Heroes, free-to-play ARPG developed and published by Gazillion. It's about 10 to 15 minutes on the ground, checking this game out, make comments if you guys do want to play Marvel Heroes, or just learn more about it, do check out the review on MMOs.com on the link below. So let's go and get started right now. Really, Marvel Heroes is basically like Diablo or Path of Exile. It is an ARPG, but instead you get to play as Marvel characters. And the game is actually really cool because, honestly, the game's biggest sell for me, and I think for most people, is the fact that there's a crap ton of playable characters in the game, or rather heroes here. We investigate the old cathedral, it's down over there. But essentially, first we can destroy these random things and throw them around too. But if you click T, you can see all of the game's playable heroes. The hero roster here is quite extensive. Each of these characters are essentially classes in and of themselves, so there's so much variety here. Plus, you have all the fun traditional ARPG elements that you'll see in games like Path of Exile and Diablo, namely the loot grind. Trying to find that perfect piece of loot is always going to be a lot of fun, and you get randomized stats and good stuff too. Eternity Splinters are currency that drops on the ground. You can see they're actually pretty important because those are the currencies you actually use to basically unlock the game's extra classes in the game. With the Hulk, when our little Hulk anger meter is full, our abilities get enhanced too, so I can do better attacks. I have my punch ability, I got this move, and I got this move right now. Only 3 or 4 attacks right now. However, if you can see my powers menu, when we get there in a second, you can see all my different abilities in my powers menu. You unlock them later on. But really, I just love the fact that there's so much variety in this game. You can play as so many different characters. Other players running around questing over here too. Let's kill these guys. There are persistent hubs too. You can see people running around in these areas too. But when you go to town, there's a ton of people over there. You can trade, and you can see other goodies over there. Let's keep jumping over here. We have to go to this place. My leg. He's level 15, so he's a little over leveled over here right now. Let's see what's going on over here. We're investigating this area. So questing is very traditional to other MMORPGs. I do want to say combat is pretty fast paced and pretty fun. The game is super responsive. Again, it launched back in 2013, but it was a bit of a botched launch. The game didn't do so well at launch, but since they released Marvel Heroes 2015, and since they call it 2016 now, and I guess the 2017 update is coming eventually, it's done a lot better. They've improved the game quite a bit and added so many new heroes. I think when this first launched, there was only like 20 playable heroes, and now you can play as, I think, a little over 60. Which is absolutely nuts. Literally each character is its own class. Each character has its own set of gear too. Like there's different stats for them. Each character has their own little ability too. Hulk uses anger, and everyone's got their own extra little, a mechanic over there. Event started. Stop the arson. Let's go and stop this guy. Easy. We just started, so to me it's quite easy right now. All the tutorial boss fights are super easy too. These guys can help you over there too. Easy wins over here. Kill this guy again. We gotta kill him 5 times. This is camping. He's gonna jump out of the truck and he's gonna die. If they're glowing yellow or blue, it just means they're a little tougher enemies than the regular default guys. Again, you can actually switch between heroes too. I'll show you in a moment. My Hulk guy is only level 4 or 5, level 5 right now. Each of these individual heroes actually level on their own. Hulk is level 5. This guy's level 1 for me because I've never played him, and this quest is complete here too. So if we click like Ghost Rider, we can try over there. They're all free to play until level 10, and afterwards you gotta it reloads over here. This guy over here, his mission is different. I have to go back to the raft, which is the tutorial zone, and a little prologue mission. Each individual character actually has their own story missions. You gotta actually do the story every mission with the same guy. So you end up doing it many times actually if you want to stay on top of the game's story with each character. But we're gonna go back to we can do Black Widow as well. I think let's go back to Hulk for now, only because he's the furthest along in my little story right now. But you can switch between all of them and level them up all separately as well. It kind of almost feels like the class system in Final Fantasy XIV, where you can play as every single character on, every single class on one character. And I actually liked it a lot. It really does differentiate the game. Plus, you have that traditional ARPG combat. These guys are linking different stats over here. Like, should I wear this or this? And again, the stats are all going to be randomized and different. And always hunting for that perfect piece of gear will be the big appeal in this game, as well as, of course, trying every single character and whatnot. Obviously, since it's an MMO, like any other MMO, it has undergone countless changes since release. Namely, one thing that they changed a lot of people were kind of iffy about is the game's power system. Before, you used to actually be able to put points into your individual abilities, kind of like a traditional MMORPG, and almost like Diablo as well. Well, not Diablo 3, Diablo 2. But you still, upgrade individual abilities that you like, but that's since been replaced. You can't actually individually customize the abilities. Instead, you can choose some different talent sets you can use. I only have one talent set anyway right now. And they changed the customization quite a bit over there. You can still customize each individual character through the Infinity system, though that's been simplified as well. A lot of people have been saying it's been simplified due to the game's console launch. I know definitely blame the console launch for the simplification. So it did upset some players, but their goal was to streamline it and make it easier to understand. But obviously they can be misinterpreted as dumbing it down. I never really played Marvel Heroes too much prior, so I really can't compare the before and after. But the consensus amongst a lot of veteran players is that it has been simplified quite a bit. And I don't think it's going to be a game breaker by itself because, I mean, you still have the fact that you can play all the different heroes, and the gear grind is one of the main reasons to play this as well as I think most ARPGs. The randomized gear grind is really fun. Locate shield scientist Natalie Nugan. So let's go with, oh, we can't walk through that guy. Yeah, let's go in here. It is also a little bit weird that you have to actually play the story over and over again. So, you'll be doing the same missions and whatnot, because every character, again, levels individually. That part is fine, but it just seems weird that the story progress is not saved, and you can't just, like, swap out as you want. You gotta kind of, do the missions on each character and then do them again and whatnot. I can't, if I swap now, it'd be kind of pointless, because I'd be making no quest progress, because my other character's not even on this quest. But you'll still be getting experience and whatnot too, which is fine. The one little thing that kind of nags me right away is the game's interface, the game's UI. You can't like move the UI elements. Like I want to move this menu or this menu, but no, they're stuck exactly where they are, which is kind of odd. I mean, otherwise I think the game actually plays really well. It's really smooth. It's just really responsive, and each character kind of plays a little bit different as well. I mean, the right click on every ability is kind of the same, and every character has some kind of AoE abilities too, but they do feel distinctly different, and different enough to kind of warrant, messing around, trying them out and whatnot. And I love the fact that the game actually lets you play all of them for free until level 10. I don't have to keep killing these guys, we can keep walking around. But you can try every character you want until level 10 and kind of invest in the characters you want to play. You don't have to play all of them. I mean, there's no reason to. I mean, there's the game's synergized system where, if you play all the heroes, you do get some bonuses, but, you play the heroes you want to play. Alright, is there nothing here? No, there's gotta be something over here. We can go through here right now. There we go. Oh, we got a little cutscene over here. We got Venom. You'll see a lot of well-done Marvel characters, obviously. I mean, if you like Marvel and you like ARPGs, I mean, that alone should let you try this game out. But honestly, even if you don't really care too much about Marvel, and you just like ARPGs, and you want to play something a bit different, maybe you've already played Diablo 3, you've already played Grim Dawn, you've already played Path of Exile. Honestly, just the core gameplay here is certainly not bad at all. Honestly, it feels really nice, and the huge class variety through the heroes, I think is quite excellent. I mean, it's a shame that they did simplify the progression, unfortunately, but they're trying to appeal to a bigger market, and I guess with the console launch, they want that simplified as well. These Eternity Splinters, again, are super important. Though that's a currency used to unlock other heroes. Technically, you can actually unlock every hero in the game, I believe, with just Eternity Splinters that drop off enemies you kill. But it will take forever to unlock everything. I mean, they make money by selling characters too. But everything is available in-game. So it's nice that they do have that. But the reality of probably grinding every hero will be tremendous. But it's cool that you can do it, though. It's there. So we got another waypoint over here. Super convenient. Let's go to south and north. And the waypoints are definitely like Path of Exile or Diablo. We can pick this. Oh man. Bam! Look at that AoE. And we kill this guy through Hell Rider Detonator. They're in yellow. They're a little bit harder than the default enemies, but there's a different scale for. There's a color grid for that in coordination. Talk to Lieutenant Higgins. Let's go find him. Where's Lieutenant Higgins at? We'll find you. You're not marked on my map actually. Did I miss you? Maybe you might have been somewhere else. Let's go click. Well, you know what? We'll keep exploring over here and find out. And actually, let's switch heroes again for a second. Let's go look at it's just fun to kind of try every hero too because they're all different. We can go to Iron Man, but again, it's weird because it's gonna load the screen again. It'll give us a little like story for this new zone. So we're in this zone, but we can't complete this quest because this quest is actually in prologue area. So we can see I only have one ability right now. Like I click A, it kind of auto targets everybody. That's really cool too, isn't it? Or we can attack these guys with range attacks. And these guys are a little bit higher level because I'm only level 1 right now. I should be like level 4 before I get over here. Because by the time you complete this first mission, I think you get level 3 or 4 already. But every hero does play a bit differently, and it's kind of cool to want to level up every single, at least like a handful of characters you want. And again, all their gear is different as well. And his suit power is 200. That's like his special mechanic. Each hero has their own special mechanic and whatnot. And you can see all his stats and goodies over here too. And even the gear, just look at the difference on the gear. Like medals are just one piece of gear. When you drop below 50% health, you gain plus 14 damage. There's a lot of variables in this game too. Like there's a lot of RNG variables for the randomized loot, and I think it's awesome. It gives you a lot to play with. It gives you a lot to grind too. We have no gear on this guy right now though. Like this is for Hulk only, and increases his rage and whatnot. The inventory is shared. There's a shareable stash as well between all the characters, but it certainly does feel. The one odd feeling is, well, I don't like the fact that you can't move the UI. The customization has been simplified, and you do have to complete the quest over and over again on every character. Again, we're still getting experience just by killing these enemies, by killing random enemies over here, but we should probably be doing our quest. We can see other heroes too. There are just so many heroes in this game where that's really the strongest sell for me. I mean, think of a game like Diablo where you have just like 60 classes. It's almost unheard of. Like this is like League or Dota style variety for heroes in a game, you know, that's essentially an MMO. I mean, it's an ARPG, but they even call themselves an MMO anyway. This guy's his A attack. Again, every power is different, every character is different. We unlock more abilities later on. I mean, unfortunately, level 1, you only get 1 ability. By the time you get level 3 or 4, you do unlock like 4 abilities. And you'll get more again. Oh god. We are too low level for this. Let's kill these guys. We're getting experience pretty quickly over here too. I guess every time you fill up the top meter, it fills up a bubble. It's like the EverQuest system. But honestly, I think the game is pretty fun. If you're looking for an ARPG, I think Marvel Heroes is worth trying. It gets over 1,000 players on Steam alone. I think there are people playing off Steam as well. The console version is called Marvel Heroes Omega. So if you're playing on, you know, Xbox One or PS4, you can enjoy the game there as well. I think we can kill these. Oh god, we just died over here. Again, we're a little bit too low level over here. We shouldn't be level 1 on this character while doing this. Return to waypoint. So we can go back to playing as Hulk. I can play as Black Widow as well. I think my Black Widow is like level 4. And you do have to kind of find them. I just gotta dig through these. Where is Black Widow at? There's so many characters. Honestly, I'm pretty surprised that they were able to, you know, have this many characters in a Diablo-like MMO. It's pretty incredible, I think. Hey, up yours, buddy. Random dialogue in the background. So I have to meet Agent Kuluzin over here. Slightly different quest, also in the same area though. Let's go kill these guys. With Black Widow, I have a gun, so you know it's a range attack that actually it feels really responsive when you shoot too. And you can see other players running around these areas too, so it is you know a persistent world, which is really cool. Whereas most of these games typically be a little more, you know, segmented, like Diablo 3. Though Path of Exile is, you know, persistent as well, though with channels. I do more damage with melee attack actually. We should probably be meleeing. I have my S ability too, which is an AOE. Almost every character got a little AOE as well. You can see our loot over here. Get that XP. So we can go find this this guy over here. Clean up the kitchen. Meet Agent. Where's she at? You get Spider-Man over there. But it is a bit weird too sometimes to see like 5 Spider-Men running around together. Like it kind of breaks immersion to a degree. There's only supposed to be like 1 Spider-Man. But you know, you get a party for like a grind party, and you can have like, oh, you know, looking for 2 more Spider-Men to join my party. And it can definitely break immersion a little bit, but overall I think the game is pretty solid. I mean, the only complaints people have been having about the game really is that it has been simplified a lot. And the fact that I'm not sold on the fact that you have to do every single quest like literally 60 times if you want to complete it with everybody. But then again, you won't have every character, you know. It's just really awesome to let you play every character right off the get-go. It's kind of like trying out new classes, I guess, in Skyforge. They let you do it very easily, whereas Skyforge kind of lets you do it in the test chamber. Here, you can actually do it in the world itself. Anyway, guys, if you guys do want to play Marvel Heroes or learn more about it, go check out the review, MMOs.com, on the link below. If you like ARPGs, I say it's well worth checking out for sure. Anyway, guys, later.